So I'm on a train on the way to
London.
I'm on the train on the way to London. Fucking start the fucking
Kept you waiting, huh?
Kept you waiting, Carl. Welcome to episode 15 of Casual Mode. Your week, will you get off your phone?
Sorry, yeah, what's up?
Like, first time we've recorded 3 weeks and you're texting your mum. Kept you waiting, huh? Well, yeah. Welcome to episode 15 of Casual Mode. Your weekly check-in with Uncle Carl and Uncle Dan. It's not weekly. It should have been. So,
Yeah.
but
Sorry for that.
you've had incidents.
Yeah.
You've had things and I've had things. So there we go. That's why it's Casual Mode and not every fucking week mode.
Yeah. People who complained in their droves.
Carl's drinking a wine he's disappointed in.
Expensive wine I'm disappointed in.
Why? So to you, does expensive should make it better? Have you had more expensive wine than that and gone, you know what, this is worth the cost?
Yes.
Okay. Every time, or is it
60% of the time. So I don't know. I won a raffle in work today because it was our last day in the office, and I just picked a random bottle of wine. And then as I got back to my desk, the labour supporter that I am, I googled how much it cost, and it's 55 quid. So I was like, shit, okay, fair enough. And then proceeded to have a sip and just thought, this is rubbish. But I mean, it's 13% as a white wine, which, you know, this is not wine mode. This is casual mode. But although we do wine sometimes, with a H though. I would give it a 2 out of 5.
Ooh, 2 out of 5?
I'll still drink it because, you know, Birkenhead.
Jubel beer tonight, peach one.
One of your favourites,
classic. One of my faves. Really like this.
Yeah.
I like nearly as good as the Disco Forklift Truck mango beer. It's not Jubel that do that, it's someone else. I can't remember. That's very good as well. I like flavoured beers.
Yeah? Flavoured like fruit?
Well, not any fruit. Like there's one
What's
that's
in
like
any fruit?
There's like a cherry beer. I just fucking ignore you now. There's like a cherry beer, and that's not particularly great.
Is that from Bournemouth?
No. The little eyebrow there to go, oh, Shantae. Fucking dick. I like flavoured beers. I didn't like the cherry one. I like the raspberry one. I like Fruity, the strawberry beer. But it annoys me that places when they do it, it's like a schooner. They don't do like a pint of Fruity.
I think, to be honest, that's probably because the clientele that drink a strawberry beer probably don't really want a pint of it.
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say that they're probably people who don't actually want a beer, and they're probably being forced into it, and that's probably why. I think that's actually quite a fair assumption, if I'm being honest.
Probably actually is, to be fair.
Yeah.
So I'll get a schooner or something. We have 10 different talking points today that we're going to go through.
We do.
Quite a few things on there. We're going to talk about the Game Awards. We're going to talk about games that we're playing, things we want to do over the Christmas break, which is imminent. We're recording on the 19th of December. Father Christmas, according to my app, my tracker is just waking up from his nap now. So he was hibernated for the majority of the year. He's now waking up. The elves are starting to stock the sleigh up.
Yeah.
Ready for his big mission.
According to our stats, by the way, the majority of our listeners are 18 to 25 male. You can probably just be honest
skip
about it.
Okay, that's fine. To be fair, according to the stats, majority have dropped off by now. So let's crack on.
That's very true.
It's very true. That's how the stats show it. It's very good. It's easy to know that. Stay with us. Stick with us. It's going to be fine. We're not going to take to you the piss. So the Game Awards, did you watch any of it? Did you catch the trailers?
No.
Like, nothing. You didn't even see like the
I saw who won.
Witcher 4? the trailer that was announced?
Actually, no, I tell a lie.
There we go.
I did see the trailer, and it looked really good. Unreal Engine with
Their flavor of it. Yeah.
with an undisclosed NVIDIA graphics card, which is rumored to be the 5090, which is very interesting because if that is the graphical performance of a 5090, it looked insanely good. Obviously, it's very easy to not show in-game footage if that's what it was, but I thought it looked amazing. Very exciting.
I love that game. It's in the third one, and if it's got the same level of detail that the third one had, which I presume it will, and it's basically a Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead Redemption 2 level of game, Cyberpunk 2077 game, obviously same developer. So yeah, anyway, back to the point. So we had like The Witcher revealed. There's an Elden Ring spin-off.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
You love Elden Ring.
don't.
Famously got past the first quote-unquote boss. Liar. Something in Helldivers 2. We don't really care about that.
Oh, no, that was Killzone, a Killzone collaboration. I saw that.
Oh, nice, okay.
James was talking about today in work.
First look at Borderlands 4. New stuff from Gen Design, Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog thing looked quite cool.
I didn't see it. What was it?
I don't know. It's like a space futuristic-y thingy. So it's like their new IP.
Okay. Well, the IP is good.
Looked okay. What else? And there was another couple of announcements as well. And the awards. So kind of starting off with a big one. So Astro Bot picked up Game of the Year.
Yeah.
You haven't played this, have you? You've kind of like...
I'll get it when it goes on sale, I think.
You should... Like, I've been playing it, so I'll quickly dive into it. But...
Your son's been progressing your save file for you.
No, we got separate save files. So I've got one on the PS5 Pro upstairs. He's got one downstairs.
Meant to promote your son.
Well,
your son was very good at it when we were watching him play hungover on Sunday morning.
Yeah, let's get into that. Carl stayed at the house because Sophie's away and stayed downstairs on the sofa and was like subjected to the normal wake up routine that I have to go through. And he was not in a good place. I kept the boys upstairs for a while.
I was fine. I was sleepy.
You were
just
fine on your phone, which
I do
highlights how tired you were, and you were like.
So you said in the past, after a night of drinking, you like, I'm fine. I'm just quiet.
Okay, fine. I'm not dating you, mate. I don't care. But yeah, we watched Jesse play it, and he is very, very good at it. What you want? So Astrobot beat out Balatro, Black Myth Wukong. Apparently, allegedly, the Black Myth Wukong dev was like crying his eyes out because apparently he'd written a speech 2 years ago and was that confident the game was going to get it. Allegedly, like there's loads of people that are saying it's a load of shit, and a load of people that are saying that. Yeah,
it could have been a mistranslation.
Could be. I don't know. Tears may mean something different. Yeah. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth as well, and Metaphor ReFantasia were all the games. But yeah, Astrobot beat out. That game is very, very good. Like the more I've been playing it recently, I'll probably say it's the game I played the most in the last. No, Balatro is amazing, but I'd say I've been playing Astrobot a lot in the last couple of weeks, and the detail on that game is better than it's better platformer than Mario Odyssey. And Mario Odyssey was like a high standard to me.
That's an impressive thing to say.
Yeah, it is. It's really worth it.
I've played neither of them.
It's not the type of game that I think you would enjoy, but after playing,
I own it though. I actually own it.
There you go. But after playing, what were you playing recently? That was not really like Ratchet and Clank.
I like that. I'm not very good at it, but I like it. It looks amazing with the PS5
Astrobot's
Pro.
like that. Astrobot makes you feel better at that game, even though it's very, very simple and very, very easy to play. But the conceit is every level is completely different, and the level of detail within that level is astronomically cool. Okay. So 100% worth it. Best fighting game, Tekken 8, don't care. Best VR game or AR game, Batman Arkham Shadow.
Okay. Yeah, I've obviously never played it. I think it's a better exclusive. But
yeah, that's fine. Best esports game, League of Legends.
Right.
There's nothing on there that we played.
Counter-Strike
2, Dota, Mobile Legends, Bang Bang, and Valorant. We're on that. Don't care about 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 that. Best family game, Astrobot. Best performance was The Lady in Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2. Best action game, Black Myth Wukong. So they won an award. It wasn't like they didn't win something.
They probably spunked them some money on it.
Most anticipated game, what do you reckon it was?
Dragon Age of Velgard.
Most anticipated game.
was anticipated for me.
It's out, as in for next year. It's not out yet.
Oh, for next GTA.
Yes, GTA 6 one. Best multiplayer game, Helldivers 2. Best community support, Baldur's Gate 3.
Definitely.
Best art direction, Metaphor Refantasio. Best game direction, Astro Bot. Best action adventure game, Astro Bot. Best RPG, Metaphor again. Then you've got best sports game of the year.
F1.
EAFC 25. I know.
Really?
I know.
Well, the bar is low then, isn't it?
Bar is very low.
Shit.
Beat out F1 24. Beat out NBA 2K25. Beat Topspin 2K25. Beat WWE 2K24.
Topspin's a good game, but it's not very
2K
well
have
optimized.
upset someone. Clearly. Jeff clearly's not very happy.
But 2K have got the new FIFA, haven't they?
Yes.
So,
yeah,
could be.
True.
Conspiracy.
Best ongoing game, Helldivers 2. Best adaptation, Fallout. TV show is very good. Beat out Arcane. Best score of music, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Best indie game, Balatro. Best debut indie game, Balatro. Best mobile game, Balatro. Best audio design, Senua's Saga 2, Hellblade. Metaphor Fantasio was best narrative. Player's voice, Black Myth and Wukong. I don't even know what that award was. I didn't even watch it. But yeah, the award show was better than previous years. I wasn't like as blown away by some people because there was a lot of like rhetoric online going, "Oh my god, this is going to be the best thing ever." And The Witcher 4 was unreal. And there was a couple of new games that were announced that were quite cool.
That was the engine, Dan.
Hey, sexy jokes. But yeah, the rest of it was like a bit fine. It was just like a normal year. So yeah. What are you giving your game of the year to? You played a few games.
It's difficult, really. I don't. So I don't know what to give it to. If I'm being honest, nothing's really stood out this year. We've played some good games. I mean, the game I played the most is EAFC. Is it a game of the year candidate? No, it's shit, but I still play it.
You still play Dragon Age, as in like that's
I did,
probably
but that's coming later in
next year. Would it be?
No, it'd be for this year, wouldn't it? Because it came out this year.
Don't ever hit the cutoff because sometimes games come out in like late on.
I don't know. I
like Indiana Jones came out this year, but it wasn't.
I assumed the review bombing meant that it didn't get included.
Possibly.
No idea, Dan. But
okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
I don't know what my game of the year would be. I'm sorry.
You're absolutely useless, aren't you? Why are we even doing this? Terrible.
I'm just taking it casually.
It's casual. Okay. So please like and subscribe. Yeah, please like and subscribe, by the way, because we got loads of subs from doing our videos recently. We did a couple of. We've stopped in a while because we just, like I said, we've been going through stuff.
I mean, it's not really Dan's fault. It's more my fault. No one's fault, but stuff's gone on in my life, and I've had no motivation, so it's not Dan's fault. It's just my fault. It's all fine now, though. It's always been fine. Nobody
cares. It's fine. I don't care either. And I'm pretty happy about it. I had loads of business stuff to do. I'm an important business.
You were happy about my problems.
I wasn't happy about it. I said I was happy that we got to have a break. I know you winded me up. Like, we're just going along with the conceit. Just last it out a little bit longer before you bottle it next time. Drink your shit wine. Yeah, but I was happy for it because it was just nice having a bit of a break. And then being able to focus on work because I hate feeling that like anxious kind of when you're prepping for a meeting or you like loads of stuff at the moment, so planning for next year. So yeah, getting that stuff out of the way was quite nice. Now I feel quite relaxed, hence the beer. I never drink beer anymore on a podcast night.
No, you drink Pepsi Max a lot. Can we quickly move on to the biggest news of the day?
Yes, go on.
So yesterday, Red Bull Racing announced that Sergio Perez had been dropped as a second driver.
That was inevitable, wasn't it?
Well, they get a lot of money from Perez's advertising sponsors, like whatever the Mexican telephone company is, Telefonica. Yeah, I think it's something like that. That is a genuine brand. It could be the Spanish one, Telefonica.
Teltonica are a device manufacturer. Did my job.
Anyway,
Telefonica.
But the controversy is done. Rather than taking Yuki Tsunoda, who is the number one driver in VCARB,
isn't he the dramatic one?
Yeah, he's a bit hot-headed, and they've allegedly said that that's why he's not going to be given the place. But they gave it to Liam Lawson, who is very inexperienced. just think it's fascinating. And I love this kind of year where there's like all these stories swirling around F1.
I'm trying to frantically look at like the F1 news on my phone to try and get myself up to speed on this. This guy then, this because I recognise him from like
Which one? Perez,
no, the one that's got the seat.
Liam Lawson.
Yeah.
So Danny Ricciardo, who you'll know from Drive to Survive,
Yes.
he came out of retirement and he was given the place. He didn't really do all that well, but he's really marketable. Sonoda isn't unbelievable, but he was like next in line. But because he's hot headed and he's just like swears at everybody and he's incredibly immature, it seems like he's been passed up. So that Liam Lawson, who's had 6 races and been fine, is now going to be Max Verstappen's new partner. Now, part of me thinks that Max Verstappen isn't the man who likes to challenge. And
He's
so
not exactly someone that doesn't bat away that challenge when it gets near to him as well. It's like Perez had no chance. Was that part of the reason he's going, well, why do I want to...
Well, Perez came second in the championship last year.
Yeah.
So, and that's why they won. That's why they won the drivers' championship, not the drivers' championship. Sorry, the constructors' championship. This year he was awful. He signed his new contract and then just got worse. So, I just think it's fascinating. I love that stuff. I love Formula One. I love the drama, and I wish that you had a racing sim rig so we could play against each other. It'd be so
Fitting
much
in
fun.
here, am I? Where am I putting that? The kids would just be like...
To be fair, you could have it like with underneath your desk, and then you've got your monitors and stuff. Or you could rebuy the PSVR 2.
Are you still impressed? Do you realise, like, if I have a racing rig like hidden in here, and Soph comes in one night and when like
it collapses, doesn't it? It collapses.
Yeah, but even like she comes through the door one night and I'm there like.
For the benefit of those who are watching us as opposed to just listening, I don't know what Dan's doing there, but I'm not going to make a comment.
Skiing.
Prostia.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like, I mean,
defo should. It's a shame that you got rid of the PSVR 2 because Gran Turismo 7 on PSVR 2 with an actual driving sim is
still in a wrapper, mate.
Which?
GT7.
Unbelievable game. And like PSVR, I think that's the pinnacle of PSVR 2. And with the driving sim, like the driving rig as well, it's unbelievable. And it's a shame that you've not done it. If I hadn't already come up with a really sentimental idea for Christmas, fuck off, you're not trying mine. With your greasy hair.
Greasy, it's just been cleaned, that's why it's like this.
Yeah, but I don't want to get pus on the...
That is sanitised now, that's got no problem. My horn is like calmed down over the years.
I'm horny.
My horn's going to get the second seat at Red Bull in a couple of years. It's got its own...
Because Max is threatened by it.
Yeah, horn for Verstappen.
Anyway, let's carry on. Sorry for my little...
It's fine, it's okay. You finished Dragon Age? Talk to me about it.
I did finish Dragon Age at 1 a.m. when I was drunk, which is a shame because I remember the finale, but could have been a little bit more prominent in my mind. What a game! It's a really good game. It's annoying that it's been maligned so much for like a few scenes that people who don't want to be kind of preached to, I guess.
In isolation, those scenes don't look great. I think when you just watch them online, it looks
them.
very like, what the hell? But then when you actually see it in context, I'm guessing skip it, or completely different. But then also for the people that want to watch them, that's what that's there for. So
yeah. For the presumably minority of people who think that that's what they want to see, actively, then that's fine. And those who don't care, that's fine. People who really hate it, well, okay, they're also entitled to their opinion. Just fucking skip it. It's not the end of the world. So the game itself is fun. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the storyline, even if the writing isn't always great. Yeah, it is skippable. And towards the end, there were times I was like, hopefully I'm near the end because you've invested. I think I put like 70 hours into it. And I was
the ending's meant to be decent. I remember
reading online.
Yeah, people said it was good.
Yeah, the boss fights were pretty cool. And for the first, normally I play like as a ranged character in these kind of games. So I'll either be an archer or I'll be a mage. And I thought to myself, I'm gonna just be a melee character for a change. and I really enjoyed it. And I actually think that now going back to Stellar Blade, I'm better on Stellar Blade than I was before because I'm used to kind of the defense mechanisms of being in combat all the time, which is pretty good. Obviously, there are obvious distractions in Stellar Blade, but I managed to overcome them. Yeah, no, I think it's a really good game, and I think you'll enjoy it. I don't think you're going to have 70 hours to complete it, so unfortunately, you're probably going to play it for a bit and go, cool. But it's a shame, but I think you'll like it. I'm looking forward to playing Dragon's Dogma 2 in return. Yay.
In other words, you're borrowing Dragon's Dogma, and I'm probably not going to take Dragon Age off you because I've got that many games I need to play. So, but I will in the future. Nick it off you.
Yeah. You'll probably get it for free on PS Plus at some point.
Possibly.
It's already been reduced to 35 quid on Steam.
Really? So. Oh my god, yeah. So it's probably due.
Yeah.
What would you give it out of 10?
Ooh,
good question.
Difficult that. I think it is a 7.5 out of 10. I did really enjoy it, but it got tedious towards the end, and I felt like a lot of it was forced. Also, I mean, it's a BioWare game, and the romance scenes were pretty tame, and I was looking forward to some pretty good romance scenes. So I think I've been spoiled by Mass Effect 2 with Miranda. Mass Effect 2 did you?
I know, yeah, but spoiled such an interesting word to use for that.
Miranda, who was the actress who played Miranda? Yvonne Strahovski. Do you ever watch Chuck?
How do you know that?
Do you ever watch Chuck?
Yes.
Yeah. So the blonde woman in that was Yvonne Strahovski. So I was like, yes, you are my love interest. Because in real life, I'm Carl. I've got a ball patch in my beard. Nice to meet you.
Have you? Where? Oh god, yeah. Never noticed that.
It's because I'm small, so you can't see it.
It's like a vagina.
It's a good game though. 7.5 out of 10. You can't. It's not the end of the world, is it?
No.
It's hard to drag out 70 hours for a game that's a 7.5 out of 10 though. That's the problem.
I could see that. I think that's where.
Oh, and also just quickly, the art style which was maligned at the beginning, that game is beautiful. Yeah, okay. The characters can be cartoony, but some of the settings, the level design got like chastised massively before, like in like the initial reviews. Some of the scenes were stunning. That's a lot.
It's stunning. I think loads of people have said it looks good. It's just whether the art style's actually for you or not. It's probably still a key challenge.
I just don't think it's that big of a deal. I genuinely don't. I think once you get into the groove of it, you kind of just go. It was good game.
Okay, good, interesting. Indiana Jones, you tempted?
No, you should go on the next topic. I'm joking. I think it looks amazing.
Yeah, it does.
I'm not an Indiana Jones fan, but the game looks beautiful. And I like graphics.
I do like the look of it. So, did you ever watch the films when you were younger?
Possibly once or twice, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, in short, I'm just trying to get the reviews.
Is that my nickname?
Okay. So it's looking at Open Critic. So it's on top critic average of 87, 94% of critics recommend, and player ratings at 100 at the moment. Eurogamer gave it 5 out of 5, IGN 9 out of 10, Game Run 8 out of 10, PC Gamer 86 out of 100. You got Games Radar 5 out of 5, GameSpot 9 out of 10, Hardcore Gamer 4 out of 5. So very, very popular game. Luke Riley, IGN, I like his writing. He said, an irresistible and immersive global treasure hunt, and far and away the best indie story this century. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle doesn't belong in a museum. It belongs on your hard drive where you can play the heck out of it.
Hard drive?
Yeah, I know. There was the words
Live
were
in the past, son.
Whack
it on the VHS.
Put it in a cloud. Okay, calm down. But yeah, it sounds like... So Machine Games, the guys that developed it, obviously did some of the Wolfenstein games recently. Did you play any of those?
Yeah, I own them.
Okay, yeah.
Never played them.
Worth playing. Great looking games, really fun as well.
Yeah.
So the mechanics that I think they've built into this game look fascinating, and I'm very excited to play it. But it's good as well to see the review scores so strong, and a good game to end the year. Quite a few people have said it's their game of the year too, which I quite like.
Actually, they missed the cutoff point.
Yes, it will have.
a
I
shame.
did like Indiana Jones a lot when I was younger. I don't like the two most recent films that were made in this last decade, and I think that IGN comment is a thumb of the nose to those films, which is
Right.
totally fair.
Okay.
Totally fair. So yeah, interesting. But yeah,
Question for you.
yes,
What is your favorite video game movie adaptation?
Goldeneye.
Okay.
How about you?
Well, I've been playing obviously the Lord of the Rings ones recently, which are very good. So I might go for those. I like Bond games, so GoldenEye is a good shout, but it's not my favorite Bond game. My favorite Bond game is Nightfire, which is not a movie adaptation, really, is it? Because that wasn't a movie. It was like a kind of standalone game.
I
Great
just
game.
remember going to the youth club, 4 controllers in, playing the hell out of Goldeneye, and that was just that.
You only got 2 hands.
Yeah. Fun game.
I've got 4 friends.
I've got 4 friends.
Aha!
This is Carl. He can't smell. He's got a green control. He's special.
It's a Mad Catz. Oh.
Everyone's dad's picking him up.
Oh dear.
Pokemon. We were going to talk about this. I mean, I'm buying a shitload of cards at the moment.
Yeah,
I
me
think
too.
you've gone through the routine of
Yeah.
buying them. Look at this bad boy. Like
That's amazing. That is genuinely amazing. It's like a
that's
pop-up
amazing.
book.
Like, oh, but where are the actual cards? Where are secret flap at the front? Secret flap
Tanya
at the front.
Tate.
Tanya Tate's more like.
Hello, love.
You've been buying them as well, and it's primarily that I know we've talked about the app, the card game app. That's
Yeah,
been
which
out.
is fun. Have you seen the new booster pack they've got on
Yes,
there?
I've been opening them. I think I'm like 30 or 40,
Ooh, where?
30 or
We got-
40 cards already from.
Oh my god.
You can go over there for later. I'm playing FIFA. 30 or 40 cards already from that, and I'm enjoying it. So
Yeah.
it
It's
is a
good
bit
to
slow.
bit of variety.
Yeah, it's a bit slow. I don't mind it. I'm dipping into it. It's not like a game where I'm. Oh, what's in here? I'm like playing it incessantly, like I
No.
was or am with.
Did you do the battles, or did you
I
just
do.
get the cards?
Yeah, I've
every now
started
and
doing it. I've started reading these guys. Come with it.
then? Okay. So do you know those ones? Are they because they're like are they predefined that you always get them?
Yes, in these.
So does that
cases.
mean that they're not valuable because they're like 10 a penny?
No, not necessarily. Not what the hell? Squidgy Pikachu. No, not really. I think it depends on the actual card because some of them are still quite difficult to get.
I like that. You should put that behind you.
I will. I'll put it next to casual.
Pika! Can't see it.
Sit on you.
Can't see it. It's too high.
Na 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 na.
I was gonna go to school before I get copy striked.
Yeah.
That's better.
There we go.
In front of the SNES controller.
Snails. Yeah, I mean, like the predefine a lot of these things, but then at the same point, I think a lot of things that you do get tend to be worth something, and it kind of justifies the. Ooh, that's a nice card, Carl.
Yeah. Do you remember the? I think you've got this actually. Have you got like the ancient Mew card?
Yeah, it's behind me.
So I remember going to see that movie in the cinema, and they gave that out, and I actually thought at the time because they said like you can't use this when you play, and I thought that's going to be worthless. Yeah, that exact one. How much is that worth now?
So PSA 9, that one.
Yeah.
So it's not sure.
Is that actually yours, or was that the one you bought?
I bought this one. But
As
I
a
bought it
PS9 or ungraded?
as a PSA 9, so I bought it
How much you pay
in the
for it?
slab. 30 quid.
You know
It's now
what?
worth
Considering
90.
So that's pure profit. So
Profit, so got that one.
pure profit. By the way, that's a Gervais direct quote. But
Yes,
carry on.
I know. That's why it's
Pure
funny.
profit. So
Got the joke.
who does your tampons?
You. Yeah. I I'm enjoying collecting them, and like I said, I've got the base set and stuff still, which is cool.
Do you ever worry that we've got too much disposable income?
Yeah, 100%. I'm gonna worry about debt. Um, that's
haven't
for a
got debt?
different. That's for another podcast. But yeah, those kind of things I do worry about. But then at the same point, if it's a hobby and it's worth collecting, but it's like if we're doing it, how many other thousands and millions of people are doing it just because of that one app? Crazy. But we need to get our cards praised, like as in not just the ones as well that we've pulled recently, but the ones where we've had for a long time. Because you got an old collection, haven't you?
Got an old binder. Yeah, I've got some decent ones in there.
You've got binders.
Yeah.
Binders full of women. Yeah.
Yeah, we do need to do that. I mean, it's great fun, isn't it? I mean, it's we've pulled some really nice cards.
It's great fun.
Yeah, it's great fun. Bit of sport. But we've pulled some great cards recently from the packs we've had. Kept some sealed, because you told me to. So I've got half of the ones that I've bought. I've just left. So I've bought 2 of everything. I'm very much like Noah. So I bought 2 of everything, but I've opened 1 and left the other. Okay. So I've kind of diverged from the parable of Noah. Is it a parable?
I don't know it's a parable.
What defines if it's a parable or not?
I don't know. I'm not educated enough to answer that. I don't think. But you pulled a decent Charizard like almost immediately on one pack the other week.
Did? Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that.
That was a banger. That was
yeah.
Possibly one of the best cards in the collection as well. And that was just a spare of the moment thing, wasn't it? Where you just went, what?
And it was live as well on camera.
It was live on camera. Yeah.
So it's you too can
You
release a top album.
Buy Pokemon cards. I'm going to skip to. I want you to talk about your nerdy corner, that PS5 video.
Is that just because you haven't watched it and you can't be watching it for 40 minutes?
Piqued my interest before, but go on. So just briefly explain it to me.
Spell it. Spell that. Spell peaked.
Smell what?
Spell peaked.
Peaked. P-E-A-K-E.
No, it's P-I-Q-U-E. Peaked. To pique someone's interest.
We didn't give context.
Baons.
Didn't give context.
Baons. Yes! That is the best moment of this for me. And no one will ever hear it because we're 30 minutes in. So I watched the PS5 Pro deep dive with Mark Cerny. You'll know him.
Yeah.
The guy who looks
very
like
boring.
I think he's fascinating, to be honest. He's like an American version of who's that English astronomer who used to be in D-Ream?
Who's that girl? Na, 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 na.
Dan? Who's the astronomer who used to be in D-Ream? Oh, I listened to a podcast of him on high performance this morning.
Mark.
Nope. It's not Mark. People
the UK
listening.
guy.
Yeah. Used to be in D-Ream. D-Ream astronomer. This is going to annoy every... Brian Cox. Fuck off, Cox.
Brian Cox, of course it is.
Yeah, so...
Me, Mark. Didn't you say
he's
Mark Cerny? Mark, yes, it's Mark.
Yeah, so he reminds me of Brian Cox because of the hair.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I can see that.
So he was going through... he was talking about, they go through a 7-year release cycle for their consoles, and it has to be, a demonstrable benefit. And then he talked about how, with the PS4 Pro, there was enough tangible benefit from that release in a way that didn't affect the underlying architecture of what developers had to build to, so that they weren't putting the onus on developers to make monumental changes to embrace the new hardware, the new capabilities, but it had a better result for gamers. Cool. Which, to be fair, is, we talked about that in the video that we did. It's not like it's a paradigm shift, but it's an improvement. And he kind of went through the different areas, and I don't have notes open, so this is just me riffing, but he went through the 3 big pillars of what the PS5 Pro was introducing. So there was improved ray tracing, there was an improved graphics card, and there was PSSR. So, and if I'm right, fucking yeah. So he went through the graphics card, so it's still RDNA 2, but it's 2.x, they've said. So they've brought in some elements of RDNA 3 from AMD, but not all of them. Because if they went to RDNA 3, game developers would have had to completely redo the game. They brought in aspects of it.
Right.
They've changed there's a unit of measurement that I'm not going to be able to remember. It's like work engine processors, WPs, I think it was. So there's 18 in the PS5 and there's 30 on the PS5 Pro. Okay. So there's a 0.67%, 67% performance increase theoretically to the PS5 Pro. They talked about how, in terms of ray tracing, what this means is when you look at the way that ray tracing is performed, there is 32. I think it was a 32-bit example where you get 32 potential outcomes from each ray, and if all of them are the same, nice and easy. If it's half and half because a ray hits an object and a ray doesn't, and then you've got to redo and redo. They were talking about the inefficiencies behind that, and they were talking about how with PS5 Pro, ray tracing now is much more improved because of that. And the example they gave, if it takes 15 milliseconds to produce one frame on the PS5, it might take 11 milliseconds on the PS5 Pro, meaning you've got 4 milliseconds extra for ray tracing, and that's where they can put the added performance in, because it's not a monumental shift in the rasterization, because that's 15 to 11, cool, but that extra 4 they got to work with. They talked about how they needed to get. They talked about how they were generating T-flops and teraflops, and this is boring as shit, and I didn't really understand it because that's not my background. But they were talking about how they were trying to build out like a neural network, which is a term that I don't really understand. But for like AI and ML ops, so talking about how they're going to take an image and then drive efficiencies in like upscaling it. So maybe they'll down render it to 1080 or to even went as far as example to like 240p, and they used AI to kind of pad that out. Right. And then they bring it back up to 4K, and he was going through like that process and how whilst they've increased the performance of the memory, it's not sufficient. It's not sufficient. It's unprofessional. You know what I mean? It's unprofessional and it's rude. But there we go. No respect.
Respect.
Nessuna dorma. So yeah, the memory the memory bandwidth that they brought in would still have been inefficient, because like it would have meant that if they used the memory itself, they'd have only been able to use 3% of the actual upgrade that they brought in, and so instead they were all on GPU, where they can get nearly 100% of it. It was fascinating though. It's definitely worth a watch. 40 minutes, yeah. It's potentially dry for a lot of people. It's very data driven. You see no games, but you listen to that, and I think to myself, yeah, that is why you pay the extra for it, because they spent years working on PSSR, because they've done that in house. They had to make a decision whether they were going to put in a bigger GPU or a chip specifically designed for the neural network. They used the bigger GPU instead, and they built PSSR from scratch. And off the back of what they've learned, and off the back of the way that they've improved ray tracing, they've now got a partnership with AMD, which is a multi-year partnership, which, touch wood, means that hopefully, as gamers in general, not just PlayStation gamers, if AMD and PlayStation or Sony together can improve AMD's ability to ray trace, Nvidia has a genuine competition for the first time.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, because this is Nerdy Corner, Intel have just brought out a new range of GPUs, which is more budget focused, but genuinely capable. So last year's iteration of Intel's GPUs were fine, but a bit shit. They were played with issues. This one is a genuine competition, and in the budget space, there's not a lot.
Yeah.
So it's really exciting. Also, because it's Nerdy Corner, the 5th generation of NVIDIA's RTX lineup is more or less with us.
Imminent.
The lower end is quite poor, to be honest. Lower on the VRAM side of things looks pretty poor. So, and maybe they've realized that they can get away with it because they've got no competition. Maybe they don't need it, and they've come up with some other way of generating the performance. But it's low hanging fruit for AMD or Intel.
Yeah, it's steaming.
Massively to steam in. Nice gaming reference there.
Thank you. It's interesting.
I think. Connor? Happy with that?
No, it's fantastic.
Do you feel enlightened?
I do actually. That was genuinely interesting and very well articulated.
You should watch it though because it was genuinely interesting. I know it's 40 minutes, but it's worth it. If you're in the bath,
I have to spend like 12 minutes in the bath, but yeah, okay. Okay, we've done that one. Games that we want to play over Christmas, so we're only going to touch on this. So, Indiana Jones one for me.
Yeah.
You said Stellar Blade for the lads.
Yep.
What do you mean by that, Carl?
Brent used. So Stellar Blade is I was playing Stellar Blade. Dragon Age came, and obviously I've been waiting for that for ages. So I left Stellar Blade for a bit. Also didn't help that I didn't have a disc drive. But now I've completed Dragon Age, so now I want to go back to Stellar Blade, which is fucking hard, man. I'm really not good at it. But I'm trying my best.
It is like a Souls light, though, isn't it? It's not like
Every
it's an
hit
action.
is like fucking.
Yeah, like not quite Sekiro, but like that kind of.
I think Sekiro is harder.
Combat.
But even sometimes I feel like I time it really well, and it's not the best. I don't think it's quite as good as like a Stellar Blade, as an Elden Ring. I don't quite feel it's that refined, but I do think it's very good. So I'm gonna persevere as best I can. I've also started playing Dragon Age 2 on the Steam Deck, just like at night time, just
for the memories.
I've never played Dragon Age 2.
Oh shit!
So I'm kind of going backwards in the wrong order, to be honest, because Dragon Age Origins. I tried to play Dragon Age Origins 3 years ago on PC, and I was like, these graphics are shit.
Very tough to go back and play that again. Yeah.
Yeah, but Dragon Age 2, to be fair, is an Xbox 360 title. Well, I'm playing it on a 360, xCloud version. It's very playable, but we'll see. I maybe I'm a bit Dragon Aged out at the minute. I need to just spend a bit of time.
Something else.
With some Korean ladies.
That as well, or Astro Bot.
I'm waiting for that to come down in price, then I'll get it and I'll play it.
Okay, fair enough. My next one's Red Dead Redemption 2. That's been like an evergreen on my list of things that I want to play. No, I played it. I've only played like 3 hours of it, 4 hours of it, and every time I'm like, you probably have, but like every time I'm like desperate to go back to it, and then the other one was I don't know. Probably PS5 Pro.
Is it got an enhanced? At this point, I doubt it has. But if it's got a PS5 Pro enhanced,
I'm sure
version,
it has.
that'd be amazing. I doubt it. No, I doubt it. I know that they enhanced some PS4 games, and there's some reasonable improvements. But when you get on PC and play it on the perk.
The PS5 Pro does indeed boost the resolution of Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, well, okay, there. Fair enough.
Which in turn optimizes the clarity of distant objects. I mean, it's
That's okay.
It's definitely worth it.
Okay.
Definitely worth it. But yeah, I think in terms of like trying to get through stuff over Christmas, I'd like to. I'm right. I think it's the last like quarter of Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. So I'm gonna be in there for about a year. I want to play more Astro Bot, probably finish up Jesse. Yeah. Definitely start Indiana Jones and see whether or not that's going to stick. And then Red Dead Redemption 2. So all the while you're playing Stellar Blade.
For the lads.
So
have you played any games on your handheld, your Ambonic?
Not recently. I have.
I saw that you put some custom games on there.
I put the custom games on it. I just not. So I was a bit annoyed at one of the. I was playing the Mario Tennis game.
On which version?
The SP, I think it's the SP version.
Okay.
And the same, the great game save white.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So I was a bit like, it's kind of put me off playing it, but it's right. I mean, it's still.
Have you tried playing There's I think Topspin on the Dreamcast comes built into the main SD card that it comes
It's not the game. It was more. I was enjoying it, and then I maybe got like a couple of hours into it, and then lost the save, and I was
But
like,
like top spin looks phenomenal on that little screen.
oh yeah, can imagine. Yeah, it's nice. It's a great looking game.
Yeah.
So you keeping hold of it?
I was looking at getting the Trim UI. Is it Trim UI?
Yes.
Trim UI brick, which is it looks a bit more premium. But the thing that annoys me is that if I'm going to have like a console like that, I just think I want joysticks so I can at least one joystick so I can play N64, for example.
Yeah.
Because I feel it's great to like replace like a Game Boy and stuff, but I just don't. It limits the use cases for it. But otherwise, I think it's phenomenal for the money. And I think if you like video games, it's a no-brainer to just pick up for 28 quid. Like, why would you not? It's brilliant, but you know, it is what it is.
I agree. There's a title race on, allegedly.
Yeah.
Do you actually think Chelsea are contenders for it?
Yeah.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
So I'm enjoying Maresca playing it down every time and just being like, no, 3 points. And then they're like interviewing Nicholas Jackson, and he's like, I don't even know what a title race is, which is hilarious. And then Cole Palmer's just like playing it down as well.
What day is it?
It's Thursday.
Thanks, Dad. You're about as intelligent in that moment as Cole Palmer.
I'm very tired. It's 11 o'clock. Yeah, so Liverpool at the moment, 36 points. Played one game less in the chasing pack, as have Everton.
Yeah.
Chelsea are on 34 points.
You play first, though, so you can go above us
Yes,
this weekend.
But we are playing our bogey team. We'll get to that in a bit.
Stoke.
So basically, I think we've now had 5 wins in the Premier League back to back. Looking at the head-to-head, so at the moment, Chelsea have outscored everyone in the league. We're on 31, closest is Liverpool on 29. We've had a better shot conversion, so we've only had 213 shots. You guys have had 216. So 14.6 to your 13.4. We've conceded 15 because we've got a terrible goalkeeper and a defence that
lets you down.
leaks goals.
Yeah.
Reminds me of you guys years ago.
With Simon Mignolet.
Yeah, well, just early
Martin
Klopp era, where it was like, you'll score 5, but we'll concede 3.
Mamadou Sakho.
Yeah, you've got 7 clean sheets. We've had 3. Kind of sums it up.
How many hotels have you sold?
1 versus 0. We've
2, haven't you?
We've.
I'm sure you bought it.
It doesn't matter. We have hit the woodwork 11 times. You've hit it 9. All 9 of those were Darwin Núñez. We've got a very, very good run of fixtures. So obviously we've got played Tottenham, beat them. Played Brentford, beat them. We've now got Everton, Fulham, Ipswich, Crystal Palace, Bournemouth, and Wolves. You've got. You just beat Fulham, correct? You've got Tottenham.
No, we drew.
Tottenham.
We drew with Fulham.
You drew against Fulham. Yeah, that's actually your last 2 matches you drew on, haven't you?
Yeah.
So you've got Fulham. Or you had Fulham. So Tottenham next.
Yeah.
Is that right? Have you played Tottenham?
No.
Yeah. Tottenham, then Leicester, then West Ham, then Man U, Nottingham Forest, and Brentford.
Win. Yeah, okay. Both got 6 wins then.
So you're away. You're at home at Man U. You are away for Tottenham. You're away for Brentford.
They're all wins. Keep going.
It should be, but I think that'll be interesting. It's putting us higher in terms of position on the Opta stuff. Arsenal have got a bad one. So
did you see this? Did you see the Opta stats for their prediction for the year in general? As of right now. So their percentage chances.
Oh, we're like 5th or something, aren't we?
82% in Liverpool's favour. 10% for 10% for. No, I think it was 10% for City.
Really?
No, I'm wrong. Sorry. It was 10% for Arsenal, 6% for Chelsea, 1.9% for City. Which I think that's totally wrong, because I think Chelsea have got much more chance than Arsenal, because Arsenal have got Tottenham light syndrome. Chelsea are all young and impetuous. They don't give a shit. They're all doped up to their eyeballs anyway. So who gives a shit? They're just going to run and run and run. I think your keeper and your centre backs let you down. But if you can get through enough games, score enough goals, then it doesn't matter how many you concede, does it? It's Klopp early days Klopp. So I think Chelsea are very good. I just hope that we get it this year, because I think in the next couple of years Chelsea will be stronger because they're young. So
I'm hoping not.
Hopefully we get it this year, and hopefully you start to fall apart.
Yeah.
I still think you'll get top 4, 100%.
Yeah, I think so.
Hopefully the expense of City, that'd be fucking amazing.
It'd be very funny if that happened.
Yeah.
So, interesting got to stats. So, age could hinder us, as in Chelsea. No team have ever won the Premier League title with an average starting 11 under 25. We are average age at the moment 24 years, 233 days.
Okay.
With an estimated final position of 6th based on that.
No, there's no way. I think you'll come minimum 3rd.
I would like to think so. But
Either way, it legitimizes your strategy, doesn't it? Because you get Champions League, you get the money, then it builds that revenue so that these expensive players in their long contracts starts to just pay for itself. These hotels that you buy and resell for yourself, it's all good.
Can't have a dig. I still think we've got the 2 best players in the league, though, in Cole Palmer and Caicedo. Like, Caicedo's 100% proven his worth in the last, I know you're not watching every game like I am, but...
Sorry, you think Caicedo is the 2nd best player in the league?
Yeah.
You think Caicedo is better than any player in Liverpool in any position?
At the moment, yeah. In terms of...
Better than Mo Salah?
Yeah, but, Mo Salah's not the best player in the Liverpool team at the moment.
I think he is. I think his stats say that he is. The goals and assists this year, he's basically 2nd in both categories. Caicedo's proven he's been amazing, but then we've had Gravenberch, who was like a reject from Bayern, who we've turned into a replacement for Zubamendi, who turned us down to live in the mountains in the north of Spain.
He's going to go to City in January.
Apparently, yeah, which is fucking stupid, isn't it? He's closer to Pennines.
I know.
He's got San Carlo. Fuck it. Hey.
So you know what? I take it back. Yeah. Caicedo's performances have been insane, and I think in terms of...
But you didn't beat us.
You saw what Slot's comments were, though, over Chelsea, and saying it's the only team that should have beat it.
But they didn't. So do you not think to say that he's better than anybody in the Liverpool team this year could be? I
think Caicedo's better than Gravenberch. I think in terms of
but he's also 7 times the price.
It's irrelevant what the price is. To me, as a fan, I don't really care about it. It's fine for me to watch that player. Not my money.
You never go see him.
No, you don't go to games. Yeah, I have to go to fucking Liverpool match and Everton matches with you both times.
And look, exactly. And look what happened since we went to Everton games. Fuck it hell.
I need to try and get a ticket for the weekend. Actually, should have done that. Everton Chelsea.
Is it at Everton?
Yeah.
Have you not asked Ian if you can go on one of his? Just go in the Everton end.
You just name dropped. To be fair,
so what?
100,000 Ians in Liverpool, so you'd be fine. Yeah, I potentially could do, couldn't I?
You should. He's got 4 tickets. I think you'll struggle to see, but
It's what Caicedo.
I said,
where is he? Honestly, but watching him in the 11 week in week out, the way he mops up the ball and some of the interceptions he's making and tackles he makes, he is just Kante Makaleli reincarnate. But it's the forward passing that he's got as well. It's so good. It's proper legit. So I'm hoping he builds on it. And then Cole Palmer's being played out of position near enough, in terms of his role, and he's getting man marked.
What is his position?
A 10. I'd say he's a 10. He's sat behind the striker. That's where he seems to play his best football. But people are kind of onto him now, and he's getting man marked each match. I thought Curtis Jones was great against him. I think that's probably the best performance against Cole Palmer I've seen.
He's under the radar as Curtis Jones.
Yeah, yes. I've not watched him enough, but whenever I watch him, I always think
the problem he's got is he hangs onto the ball too long.
Yeah, you said that.
If he can fix that, he'd be amazing.
I didn't notice that when he playing.
And if his name was Juanes, then everybody'd be like, he's the best player ever. But it's not. It's Curtis Jones.
I think he just looks calm when he's playing, which is
Virgil.
Yeah. Well, Virgil's like that. But yeah. We'll see. But it'll be interesting. It'll be, if the run of games goes our way and we get a decent amount of points from that, then...
Neither team should lose in the next 6 games.
No, should, but will. So, be curious to see when and how.
That's the pressure, That's the pressure.
It's the pressure, but it's also thick and fast.
But you know what, Dan? Pressure makes diamonds.
It does. Speaking
What
of
the hell?
diamonds, so we've got our matches for the weekend coming up. So I'm going to whiz through them. We can decide who we're going to have. We'll get a bet placed.
You go through that and I'll type them out.
Thank you. Okay, so the first match we've got 12:30 is Villa and City. Oh, that's a tricky one. I mean, Villa.
We skip it.
You can if you want. Every single bet we've had, I'd say in the last like 6 weeks, the first team has let us down.
I just don't trust City to win.
I think it's Villa. I think Villa at home.
I think it's a
Good
gamble.
evening.
It's a gamble because City, if you bet on City, you get really short odds. If you bet against them, at the moment, are you still going to get great odds?
I mean, you're going to get better odds than most, especially if they go a goal down. That could be a good bet. Wait for them to go goal down,
Can't do
or
that.
even a goal up.
Can't do that.
Not
I
now.
don't think I can combine them in my.
You can't combine it now, but I'm just saying when it happens in the match, that's when you have a look, not on part of the ACCA.
So,
I reckon we go for Villa. Fuck it.
I'm going to put in brackets Dan.
If they're not gonna, if their heads are down, they're playing a very, very good Villa team. John Duran banging in goals left, right, and centre. So
Anyway, next one.
next one.
We're going to lose already.
3 p.m. kickoffs. So Brentford, Nottingham Forest.
Oh, that's a tough game.
That's Brentford all day.
Oh, Forest fourth.
Yeah, they are, but I quite like Brentford and I fancy them at home. But
Right,
if you want to go, Forest.
We're doing split bets this week.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, I'll go Brentford. You go Forest. Ipswich, Newcastle.
That's even hard because Newcastle are hot and cold. I think Newcastle, but it's hot and cold. Yes, and you're no.
I love how you put my name next to all these, by the way. Dan. West Ham, Brighton.
I fancy Brighton.
I would say Brighton. I'll go with that.
Father.
Crystal Palace, Arsenal, 5:30.
Awesome. I know it's not as straightforward as it should seem, but I think it's Arsenal.
Didn't they play yesterday as well in the cup?
They won in the end, 3-2.
That's what I meant, yeah. So, close game now.
Yeah.
Sunday, 22nd of December, Everton, Chelsea, 2 p.m. kickoff. Tricky one, that.
Everton.
Well, no, to be fair, form would say us, but it's our bogey team. And bogey.
No.
Yeah. So, yeah,
Chelsea.
go Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Fulham, Southampton.
Fulham. Easy. Next.
Leicester, Wolves. Ooh. New manager at Wolves yet? Is he there?
Don't know. I'm going to say Leicester.
Okay.
They're at home.
Man U, Bournemouth.
Man United just lose to a second
United are
rate
at home.
Tottenham team. Full of rats. Who's it? Man United.
Bournemouth.
Up the cherries. Should we say United?
Yeah, go on. And then final match, 4:30 is Tottenham Hotspur and Liverpool. The London City Stadium, whatever it's called.
Very good.
There you go.
Done well there.
Liverpool. Quickly moving on to the deals because I'm flagging 57 minutes in. I've put Firewatches on Steam. You've got 2 weeks left to go and pick it up for £1.67, which is a historical low. That is a ridiculous game. It's usually 17 quid and absolutely fantastic from Campo Santo. It's on a Metacritic of 81, which I actually think is quite low. I really love that game.
I think the story is amazing.
Yeah, great, really good, beautiful
Art style. Yeah.
Great art style. Ollie
Beautiful.
Moss, who did that picture, that print.
Well, is that Atlas, the Titan?
No, Zelda.
Oh.
Link.
Do you know why I'm saying Atlas Titan?
No.
He has
Oh
the
yeah,
globe
Atlas.
on his shoulder.
Yeah, holding the globe. Not big globe though, is it? You've gone for what exactly?
F1 24. Not because it's a good game by all accounts. I've heard it's average, but it is 70% off, and that's, the F1 23 was a maximum discount of 75%. Oof. So this is probably as close as the cheapest it's going to get. So
you can get the Champions Edition for £23.99. That should be 80 quid, or you can get the standard version for 18 quid. £17.99. That should be 60 quid. Yeah,
what it's worth. It's an okay. I think by all accounts, it's not an amazing game, but it's the latest game. And if you've got a rig like I've got, and Dan's gonna get, then it's
If you've got a rig, one of those. No, that's what rigs are, isn't it? Oil rig.
Oh right, yeah.
Rigor mortis.
Yeah.
Rick and Morty.
Come on, mate. Been off for 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's fine. That was all right. Got through it.
Yeah.
Anything you want to add? Anything you want to talk about?
I just think if people are still listening, they should give Dragon Age the Veil Guard a chance.
I thought you were going to say like and subscribe and actually commit and help.
No one's listening still, so that's not going to help.
No, it won't.
We'll
But if you could,
we'll just pump it full of cash again, like last time.
let's do that instead. Okay, but if you could like and subscribe, if you go over to, I don't even know what website it is anymore.
It's the crossplay, is that?
Casualmode.co.uk, you can find all the links on there. And
It's
just click
casual mode.
click on the links and you can get through to the YouTube, Spotify, all the other things. But if you wouldn't mind, giving it a like and a subscribe, that will help us out on the tube. I've been Dan, he's been Carl.
I have.
Yeah, should we try and record again before Christmas? Do a Christmas special?
Or why not? I mean, it's quiet.
Yeah,
It's not a mess to do. Work's going to be easy.
That's it, I'm not in work now.
Oh, I am.
I'm off like 2 weeks.
I'm a leader. I let my team have their time off so that I can take time, during peak periods. Ian, we having a half day? Aren't you on your own, Carl?
Got any tickets?
Can I have a ticket to Chelsea game? You know what, Carl? I've got one left. Yes, you can.
Imagine, then you take a photo. Ian's so nice.
Got the toffees.
Fucking hell. I know, yeah. I love this pole. I love this pillar. We have been Casual Mode and stay casual. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye. God, I'm tired.